Today I thought it would be interesting to compare two of the best small tablets, the new Legion Tab Gen 3 from Lenovo and the Galaxy Tab Active5, to see which is the better option. I think this is a little closer than what most people think, so let's go ahead and get started. Price for these two are actually the same at $499, at least in the United States. One advantage for the Legion Tab is you get double the storage at 256 gigabytes versus 128. One advantage for the Galaxy Tab is it takes a micro SD card. You get a little bit larger display on the Legion Tab at 8.8 inches versus 8 inches on the Galaxy Tab. A little higher resolution with Lenovo at 1600 by 2560 versus 1200 by 1920 for Samsung, and then up to 120 Hz refresh rate on the Galaxy Tab versus 144 Hz for the Legion Tab. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these, but if you put them next to each other, even though I feel like the screen quality on Lenovo looks a tad better on most things, Samsung looks a tad brighter, which actually helps it compete pretty close with the Legion Tab. But Lenovo has better contrast with a little darker blacks. The Galaxy Tab is a little bit thicker, also has a little bit bigger bezels on the side, quite a bit larger on the top and bottom to make room for the buttons. Now obviously the Samsung tablet has more of a rugged look to it, where Lenovo is trying to cater towards people who like to game on their tablets. Surprisingly, the Legion Tab has a little better battery life, lasting about 8 hours in my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness versus 6 hours for the Galaxy Tab. One advantage for Samsung though, you can actually replace the battery, which really is unheard of these days. Now obviously there's a lot of variables when it comes to the battery, but if you want the tablet with better battery life, you'll probably want to go with Lenovo. One advantage for the Galaxy Tab is you get a fingerprint scanner right there on the home button, which I'm kind of surprised that you don't have a fingerprint scanner with the Legion Tab. You also get a combination of physical buttons and gestures on the Galaxy Tab. Definitely an older style, kind of takes you back to how Samsung tablets used to be. Plus you have a dedicated button on the side if you want to quickly open a specific app. Nice thing is you can use the Tab Pen Plus with the Legion Tab. It doesn't come with the tablet though, where the S Pen is included with the Galaxy Tab. I kind of wish you could attach the pins on the sides similar to the iPad mini. Good thing is you get a case with both of these tablets, and there's actually a spot for the S Pen with Samsung. One advantage for Lenovo is you have video out, so you can attach an HDMI adapter to connect to a TV, external monitor, or a projector, where with the Galaxy Tab the only option is wireless, which is also how you can use Samsung DeX. Probably personal preference, but I like things about both when it comes to the software. You get 3 years of major software updates for Lenovo, possibly 4 years security updates versus 5 years of software updates with the Active5, 8 years if you have the enterprise version, although I thought there was only the enterprise version, so kind of confusing there. So if you plan on keeping this tablet longer than 3 years, Samsung has the advantage there. Now one area where the Legion Tab has a big advantage is when it comes to performance. Just one look at the Geekbench scores will give you an idea of how powerful the Legion Tab is, and not just with single and multi-core scores, but with GPU performance as well. Another advantage with Lenovo is you have twice the RAM at 12 gigabytes versus only 6 for Samsung. If you need a tablet for gaming, or you just need something that has good performance, it's going to be tough to beat the Legion Tab with its Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor versus the Exynos 1380 in the Active5. One advantage for Samsung is it's the only one that has a headphone jack, but when it comes to the speakers, it's pretty obvious that the Legion Tab sounds quite a bit better, just has a fuller and louder sound to it. But here's a quick sample just to see if you can tell a difference.
But I know you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
when it comes to cameras, you've got a 5 megapixel on the front for Samsung versus 8 megapixels for Lenovo, and then 13 megapixel on the back for both tablets. Nice thing is you can record up to 4K resolution for video recording for both. I feel like it's decent quality for video and okay quality for photos, but obviously you'll get better results just using your cell phone. Here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So overall, two really good options in my opinion if you're looking for a smaller tablet. There's a couple things you get with Samsung that's missing on Lenovo, but considering Lenovo has much better performance, I could see some people overlooking some of that stuff that it's missing. It really comes down to what you need to do on your tablet when considering which one is the better option. But if you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I've got a lot more comparisons and other stuff that I'm working on, so keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from clHYSYncHB Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.